August 6th, 2025. It's the Recruiting Animal Show. We got a lot of heavy hitters here already, all the way from India. Dimple, how do you say your last name? Dimple K?
Dimple I K. Just use K. It's a 12-lettered surname, yeah.
Okay, that is smart. Okay, that is smart. The great Rich Rosen, America's recruiter, and Dominic Miani. Okay, I'm going to do the ad for these people.
I get the great.
You get the great Italian recruiter.
I get the great.
Yeah, the great Italian
didn't. Well, okay.
Second grade.
There you go.
Yeah, a recruiting animal, you bastard. What's wrong with me? I'm going to send somebody to visit you if you don't say that in the future. Okay. Anyway, so Rich, we haven't said it for a while. He teaches a class for recruiters on Thursday mornings at 8:45 Eastern. That's tomorrow morning. Everybody's welcome. He charges, but it's a reasonable price. And he opens the kimono. That's how we always, you can ask him any question and he tells you everything. More than you want to know. Okay. And
Dominic even came last week. There you go.
Who came?
Dom was there last week.
Was there. Dominic's got a very good recruiting show as well. That's on 12:30 Eastern. Is it 12:30 Eastern on Thursdays? 12 o'clock Eastern on Thursdays. And the focus is on business development. Is that still correct, Dominic?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. And he's a big biller. He's a smart guy. I always point out he's very low key in the way he presents himself. Very different from everybody else on the show. Okay. But he's making big money. Okay. And so everything works. There's the proof for you. Dimple.
Wait, what's big money?
Yes,
I don't know. I haven't asked you that. You drive this Cadillac on the show sometimes, so you're from your Cadillac, and I say,
Italian.
Okay,
of course, he's got a Cadillac. Come on.
When I make B with B's billions, then I'll say big money.
Okay. He spent like $20,000 taking his kids to Disneyland. Okay, he's got the money to blow. Okay.
It's all credit.
Who's rich now?
It's all tax deductions. It's all
Thanks, Lazio Search Group. Thank you.
It's your president's club trip.
Dimple hasn't been here for a while. She's calling in from the other side of the world. Okay. Do you have a question for either of these guys? Do you have a problem that you want to throw out there and have the experts to solve? No? Okay. But Dimple, just in case you don't remember, you're welcome to chime in. You can talk over us, whatever you like. Okay. It's a free-for-all here. Okay. I'm glad Rich is here because I have a lot of questions for, I read him religiously. He's got this guy writing for him now, and I read him all the time. And and I plan. Okay. Well, okay. You know what? Here's the thing. Dean, the famous Dean DaCosta, he said that Swordfish, the contact finder, has a fantastic deal, $99
a month
for a month. Okay.
Wow.
He said that's great.
It's not bad. I can tell you the only problem with Swordfish, I keep telling Ben, the owner of Swordfish, you got to move this, change it. His pop-up goes on the right side of the screen. Like when you go click on the number, if you want to like just on LinkedIn, which is also the same spot that most ATSs have their, LinkedIn extension pop up on. So it covers up the number. So it's a pain in the ass. I'm like, you got to move it to the left side. That's
so what does he say? Rich, you think you know everything? Don't tell me, okay? Is that what he said?
I know what the user needs is what I know.
Yeah, but he's not listening to you, right? Why not?
He used to, which is why I don't use Swordfish anymore.
Oh, okay.
No, Swordfish is pretty good. It's just the problem is it gives you a lot of numbers sometimes for people, and a lot of it's like everything else. They don't all work.
Okay, but your favorites are now which ones?
Signal Hire and Shatterworks are my go-tos.
Signal Hire, is that new for you?
For a couple of years.
Okay, Dominic, you want to get in on this about which ones you use? You're going to buy that deal on Swordfish?
I use Clay.
Clay?
Dom's the automation king with Dom.
And that finds out the contact information for you? I've never seen anyone claim it that does their work for them in that regard.
Yeah, I can find anything.
And how much does it cost you? Anything?
Yeah, it depends on the tools you put together, but Clay for the pro package, 120K credits a year is $349 a month.
Okay.
There's also a deal for Pat. The guy did Upticks a few years ago. He's got this new deal. He's got like I forget what the cost of it is now because he's got like a lifetime deal. I think it may be also like $70 a month or something like that in a rich engine. $150 one time. Yeah, you can do 5,000 leads a month, and it will do a waterfall enrichment.
Okay, and what's the name of it? Is still up?
No, now it's Lead Engine.
Lead Engine.
Yeah.
Lead Engine. Okay, and it's leaderbank.com, right? Is that what you're
let me
saying?
do it again. That doesn't seem right. Nah, this is the right one. There we go.
Lead Engine. Okay, that's leadengine.com. Very good.
Mention my name, get a discount.
Okay, how much discount?
I have no idea. I just like when people mention my name so that I get free usually.
Okay. Dimple, are you using a contact information finder over there in India?
Yes, I use Apollo
Apollo.
and Mr. E.
Apollo and what?
Mr. E.
Mr. E, we don't know about, but Apollo, Richie Rich is not an enthusiast about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you scrape their stuff for free.
What?
Scrape their stuff for free. They're a pain in the ass.
Oh.
Okay. Did you want to fight with him, Dimple? Give him a pushback? Say, I can take on American
I rely
Recruiter.
a lot on job portals, local job portals. So I have very limited usage of these contact details.
Yeah.
I use
What's
LinkedIn very less, only for marketing.
What's Mr. E? Are you other guys familiar with Mr. E? No?
It's also a contact finding tool. It's developed by an Indian developer.
How much?
It doesn't cost anything right now.
Nothing.
Only 20 contacts are free for now.
And does it
20 per
work?
month.
Does it work for the North America or Okay.
Mr. E
not
by
tried
Easy
it yet.
Leads. Is that Mr. E by Easy Leads?
Yes.
Ooh, add to
Yes.
something. All right, we're adding
Oh,
that.
okay. Don't forget to mention Dimple's name. Okay.
I just did. Simple. We just added it.
No, that's not what I mean. When you get in touch with them, how'd you hear about us? Dimple told me. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Oy vey, I'm just in time to hear. Tommy's here, and I'm just I want to throw something at Tommy. Okay. Tom, are you awake yet? Are you listening? Yes. Tom, can you hear me? Tom, yeah. He's waving. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Well, don't open your mouth.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to quote Tom. Okay. Tom says your workspace setup can make or break your productivity. Okay. What do you mean by that, sir?
Well, I mean, if you don't have a good, like I see people that'll try to work off of a laptop. I'll see people that don't have a good, comfortable chair. They don't have the setup to really sit at your desk all day and pound out those calls or do whatever you're doing. If you don't have that good setup, right? Maybe mine's overkill, but to me, it allows me to be as productive as possible.
Okay, you have 5 screens. Is that what you have? How many
4.
screens are you using?
4.
Oh,
Well, I have
only
an
4.
iPad that can be a 5th screen, but I really
Oh,
don't need
yeah,
that
there
much.
we go. And the laptop as well?
No, I don't have what I have is an iPad Pro with a smart
Keyboard. No?
keyboard that basically is kind of like a small laptop.
Okay, so he's got 5 screens, everybody. Why do you need 5?
I don't need
Or
5.
4.
I need 3.
Why do you need
minimum.
4? Oh, you need 3. What about everybody else? Are you using 3 screens, Richie Rich? I know you've got the giant round one. You got rid of that, didn't you?
I got rid of it. I got two 32-inch monitors.
Okay, so is Tommy in a better position, doing better work than you because he's got an extra monitor?
No.
I mean, it's what
I could go. Yeah, I could do 2 32s and probably get the same because it's all about how you maximize your screen size and how you use the spaces that Mac gives you. So I can put with a 32, you can put a lot more on the screen.
Yeah.
I have 20. I have 24s. So with 32s, right, I could have one screen that could have Outlook and my ATS on.
You know?
Okay, Dimple, how
I
many?
have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
do you have like on every screen you see everything differently, or like all 3 screens are having the same content? No, right?
All different. Like right now, I have Google Meet on this front screen. Over here, I have my large language model set up, and over here I actually have Reddit's open, but usually I would have my Outlook open over here.
Okay.
You know, I
know
kind of
it was
like
a
that.
stupid question,
He's
but I
got
was
his AI
curious.
on once reserved screen for AI. Is that right, Tom? Yeah.
Well, this particular time, right? So it depends on what I'm doing. Like, so for example, if I'm calling a candidate and I'm taking notes, I may have the large language model open and my ATS, and then LinkedIn to see his LinkedIn profile, right? So I have his LinkedIn profile over here, I have the ATS in front of me, right? And then if I need anything, like, you know, for the large language model, it's right there. Or maybe I have my
Tom
Outlook.
just trying to show us how sophisticated he is by, instead of saying AI, he says large language model or
Because it's
ChatGPT.
typing mind. Fine, typing mind. Because if I say ChatGPT, I don't have ChatGPT. I have typing mind. So
Okay.
typing mind.
Fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Dimple, sorry I interrupted. Go ahead. Ask the rest of your question.
No. I knew it was a stupid question, but I was curious to know what different screens have.
No, not stupid
So-
at all.
All right.
It's not a stupid question.
Yeah. And like
Okay.
the top screen has like the Discord, and like I said, if you saw on the thing, my widgets, right? So news, stocks, all my wireless charging devices, where they are battery wise, because I have a wireless keyboard, wireless headset, you know, all this stuff that's wireless. I don't want it to bomb out on me when I'm not paying attention.
Okay. Now, Rich actually he has a real TV in his office as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So one of your screens is dedicated. What about Dominic? How many? You got 10 screens?
3, but I'm
I've got
switching to
2.
1. I'm switching to 1
Why?
Rebel.
because I recently read the word priorities was added in the 20th century. So if you think about it, focus on what's your priority, time blocking. So I'm going back to.
I predict
Yeah.
you're going to switch back to multiple screens, just like Tommy predicted that Rich would go back to Apple after he moved to a PC, and he was right. But I have a follow-up question on that. Is a mini PC, or you guys have mini Apple, Tom, I think, is a mini PC just as good as a desktop, a mini one? They're cheap.
Oh, the Mac Mini is a fucking powerhouse.
It's actually better.
Why?
So I have that.
Yeah, because you can use whatever monitor you want. You can actually take it with you if you really wanted to.
It's just a name.
It's-
Is all
yeah,
it is.
it's just based.
No, it's actually only this big. My desktop is like that big.
I know.
Okay?
This actually does more for less. It's a much better. I don't know if it's much better, but it's basically the brains of the Mac, but portable. And
Okay, but does it have enough ports in it?
You can always get an extension, so you can add more ports to it.
Uh-huh. And
And
does
that-
it overheat? Does it
No.
overheat?
No, that's the thing.
No.
There's no hard drive in it. There's a flash drive instead of a hard drive. So the heat is nowhere near what you would get. Like my son's got a gaming computer with a hard drive and a flash drive and all these fans and high graphics card in a tower. Yeah, it produces a tremendous amount of heat. We don't have that with Macs.
Dominic has a mini PC as well, or mini
Mac
Mac?
Mini.
Mac Mini.
Wow. What about you, Dimple?
I use a Dell laptop. It's wonderful.
No, I got to tell you, Dimple is a very successful recruiter. She is a maniac. Okay, she works really hard, and I assume is very successful based on all the things she used to say. Okay, so what about buying from Temu? Would you buy a mini PC from Temu? They're really cheap. Why
Yeah.
not? They're gray
It's not
market. It's
real.
probably it's probably the exact same as
you
Dell or
Temu-
something.
You never buy electronics from Temu.
Why
There's a lot
I've
not?
of-
not heard about it.
Temu is great, but it's not for anything of value.
How do you know?
Because I bought a lot of shit off of Temu.
Yeah.
Well, give
You
us an
don't
example.
buy knockoff Apple stuff. You don't buy, right? You just don't. I mean,
Why?
because there's nobody can replicate what they're doing. They think they can, but they can't. Even what were those ones that were out like 5 or 6 years ago? They called them some type of play on the Mac word as a
But what about a PC that's so generic? A mini PC?
yeah, PC you could. But, you know, if you're okay, so here's the thing. If you're gonna buy a PC, build it yourself. Buy all the components and build it yourself. It's like doing Legos, right? But if
Oh,
you
my
want
brain's
something that
out
works
before I
outside the
finish.
box, you buy a fucking Mac. You buy it from Mac, you pay the money and you buy it because it works. That's it. It works.
So, Dimpled, have you ever bought electronics from Temu?
Never. I've heard about it for the first time, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Because I purchased from Temu just the last couple of weeks the first time, and all it was coffee. I switched from my French press. You guys should listen to me on this. I like French press coffee, but then I heard a lot of times that it raises your cholesterol. Okay, if you want it, you have to put the coffee through a paper filter to filter out certain chemicals. And that doesn't raise your cholesterol. So just in the last few weeks, I've been trying pour over coffee, and I ordered the pour over tool and the filters from Temu. Okay, so that's not the same as a computer. Okay, so I'm just letting you know. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But Richie Rich has got the experience. Have you bought an electronic product that you weren't happy with?
Yeah, from Temu. Yeah.
What?
It was like a tire inflator. You know,
A what? Tire inflator? And what happened?
It was like a portal. It didn't really work.
Because I saw they have those small battery chargers there.
Yeah.
You know?
I did buy. This is very recruiting related. I did buy a steamer. Like, you know, it's like a power steamer. If you want to like clean stuff out, like grime off of stuff, that actually worked really well.
How much? $10?
It's like something like that. $20. It's the best. But I bought a big golf pitching net, like practice net off of that thing, and you know, that same thing was like $150 in the store. It was like $30 online.
But you know, Amazon also has gray market electronics and computers and stuff like that. It's just the same people who produce for the stuff in China for the big brand names. They just put an unknown brand name on it and sell it. It's supposedly the same stuff.
Yeah,
But
for certain
anyway-
stuff, but not for Mac.
Okay, not for Mac. But what about this, Tom? You're using a Yeti Blue mic. Why that choice?
Because it's the best. I got one
Yeah,
too.
I mean, I
No,
review
the
wise,
best
it
ones
seemed
are-
like a great one to buy, and it was a good price. It was $99, right? And it works fantastic. I got a boom arm on it. It's right here.
It's insane how sensitive they are.
Yeah,
Like if you you chew, like if you have like a cookie or something, you just hear it. Like everyone's like, "What are you eating?" I'm like, I couldn't even hear me eating.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Now, finally, you've also, Tom, got a Logitech Brio webcam. Now, I'm going to tell you, I also have it. They're expensive. I bought it because Ewan told me to get it, right? And the thing is, you and me, I watch our videos. We don't have the clearest pictures. Steve Levy had a much clearer picture using his iPhone, and lots of other people.
yeah. I can use my iPhone too. The only problem I ran into is that when someone calls, it screws up the. It can screw it up. So I got to put it on everything on. Do not disturb.
Okay,
or
but
whatever.
these other podcasters, they've got clearer pictures than you and me. Okay, and we're using the same camera, which is not a cheap camera either. Okay, there you go.
Dom, what do you use for
Okay.
camera?
The studio display.
Just on your Mac?
Yeah, it's this awesome monitor.
Interesting.
Okay, Dimple, your turn. What are you using? Just your laptop? Your Dell?
I only use my laptop because I don't get on many video calls.
Okay, but it looks like your picture is like a phone, like the vertical narrow.
I'm using a phone right now. I'm not
Oh,
on my
oh,
work
okay.
hours. I'm not
Okay.
on my official work hours, right?
Okay.
This is
It's my
the
dinner time
this
right
is the
now.
this is the iPhone.
Yes.
It looks the same to
This
me.
is the iPhone.
This-
Yes.
I'm on the iPhone camera now, and then this is the
Yeah.
Brio.
Yeah, the iPhone's better. It's lighter.
This is iPhone. Yes.
It's lighter.
Yes.
You need a
Alexa, turn on my office light.
You've got a penis sticking into your
That's
picture.
my
now.
boom mic. Is that so? This is the iPhone.
Okay.
This is the Brio.
Anyway, I just want to finish this off with another quote from Tom. The right hardware stack is just as crucial as your software stack. When you're comfortable and efficient, you focus on what matters. Okay. That's Dom is worried about his focus. So you listen to this, your pal here. Okay. Okay.
I mean, it's a simple thing. Like it's like if you don't have a good headset, if you don't have a good keyboard, if you don't have a good computer, if you don't have good monitors, right? That's important. Hardware stack is just as important as software stack, right? You're not going to
Yeah, I don't
have
think so.
the shittiest contact finder and use an Excel spreadsheet for
Okay,
your ATS.
I believe that Rich is going to disagree with you. Come on, America's Recruiter. You're going to back me on this?
What do we need?
The hardware stack, or the software stack, which is the most important?
You need both. I mean, if you got crappy hardware, well, if you got bad hardware, it doesn't matter what your software is.
Sure, it does.
Why?
Yeah.
If you're running your data, if you're running everything on like a Commodore 64, you're not getting anywhere.
It's just not going to work.
Look how we set that up with the straw man argument of Commodore 64. Most of your software now, if it's online, some of it, the contact finders are online. Okay,
you
don't need to.
You still can't run. Like, I'm literally testing out 4 different ATSs now. I got Excel open or Google Sheets. I got 40 some odd tabs open, and if I didn't have like 32 gigs of RAM in my Mac, I would not be able to run this.
Okay, not many people are testing 4.
I know.
It doesn't even matter. Like, if you have 40, I have about the same open right now. I have the Comet browser open, and I have my Brave browser open, and I probably have 50 tabs between all the browsers. So, and there's stuff running in the background. You have Google Meet going on. I have Outlook. I have my applicant tracking systems, Comet doing whatever the fuck Comet's doing. So yeah, I mean, that takes up a lot of processing power.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of processing, you were asked about Contact before. Has anyone used Talon? I'm on a web conference call with them too at the same time.
How do you spell it?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Yeah,
Talin.
yeah, Julian's awesome. I should have invested in it when he asked me day one.
Yeah. It looks pretty good. I mean, the AI writing looks fairly decent.
I told you the guy's a big biller. People ask him to invest in their companies. Okay, he's got extra money to blow, and now he regrets he didn't do it. Okay,
nice done.
Yeah,
It's another
I do
ATS.
regret that one. No, it's just it's like Dripify, Hey Reach.
okay.
Yeah.
It says spend less time in your ATS and more time on people.
Okay, but Rich, I have a question for you. You answered a question somebody about ATSs, applicant tracking systems. You said if you don't care about the features, use Zoho or Mantel. Have you tried them? Is that or you just
I've
say?
tried Mantel. I mean, they're cheap. If you don't care what you're just a repository, who cares?
Yeah, I agree with Rich 100%. If you just want a place to keep resumes, Manitel's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't like Zoho. Manitel's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, Manitel's what, $15-20 a month?
Yeah.
Dimple, do you use an applicant tracking system?
I don't.
No.
I use Google Sheets. That's it.
Google Sheets.
I believe the less things you work with, the more focused you are.
Okay.
I hate too many
Weapons of mass
apps on my phone.
distraction.
Yeah.
She's in the Dominic camp. Okay. And
Dominic's going to convert. I give him a month.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
he's not going to
but
go
not-
to one to monitor.
I didn't say he's using. I didn't say
No
he's
way.
using.
I'm probably not. I'm gonna try though.
Okay, but the thing is with
I
Google,
wish you luck, buddy.
the thing is with Google, if you've got something up online in Google Drive or Google Sheets, they're very searchable. Yeah, all the Google tools are perfectly searchable with them. Okay.
Yes.
I used to have Copernic to do my search my own hard drive. Now for the stuff, if I upload it to the Google Drive automatically, I can search stuff, all kinds of things on there. Okay.
So, who is here is using all Google or Outlook?
Okay,
Outlook.
I'm using Google, and she's also on
using
Google.
Yes.
Dom, you're using both, right?
For outreach, yes.
What do you
I
mean?
use
Like,
Google
what do you mean
internally.
for what?
Like for email, because I mean, I have both Outlook and Google. And then there's a theory I was reading the other day that someone, one of these lead gen guys, they are convinced Gmail has got a better deliverability rate.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
Dimple's going to
Yeah.
come in and support you. Come on, Dimple.
Yeah.
What do you-
Have you tried gmass.co?
which one?
It's a Google product only, I guess. Gmass.co.
Oh, yeah, for mass
GMASS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
But
is
It's
it?
a good tool.
it's
Spell
for
it?
math, it's for campaigns, basically.
It's
And,
for campaigns emailing.
for
Yes.
campaigns, I've heard that Google definitely has better deliverability.
Spell it for me. I can't understand what you're saying. I've never heard of it.
Gmark.
GMAS.
Gmass. I
Oh,
write it in the
Gmark.
Oh,
comments.
Gmat.
Gmass.
And now, do you
well,
have your Cornerstone search into Google, so you switch between your Outlook and your Google?
I have my .com is on Outlook, my .co. I had it so I couldn't send out of Gmail for my .com. So now I made my .co sendable from Gmail and a .net. I just set up in
Okay, so this is for more on the campaign side, but for the if you weren't doing campaigns, you would just use Outlook.
Yeah, I mean, I go back and forth. I'm like, I was going to switch everything to Google, but Google lagged for me a long time ago.
No, I'm shocked to tell. I've been waiting for to break in. You guys were both railing against Google in the past, how much you hated it, and you're both going to Microsoft.
Outlook and Microsoft, yes.
I hate them both, right? They both
I
have
like
their
Google very
positives.
much.
They have their positives and negatives. I love the Google Drive. I can use as a secondary repository. Like everything is redundant, right? So I save everything to both areas, right? I have all this extra storage in Drive. I like that Google Meet works better for the roundtables and stuff, right? I like that. I like that I can do a lot of stuff with Google that way. But then Outlook for the business side of things, it just works better. I like OneDrive because everything is stored. Every time an attachment comes through, it's automatically in OneDrive. I mean, there's just certain things. Each one has its own features.
I need like a OneDrive organizer. That's what I need.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I am so horrible when it comes to organizing files.
Because OneDrive sucks. That's the problem with it. It's an absolute clusterfuck of disaster. Everything.
Do you go to OneDrive website or do you have it in your Finder?
It's in my Finder.
Yeah, that's how I have it too. And I like that better than the other way.
Yeah, agreed. I think Google Drive is definitely better, in my opinion.
Oh,
I
yeah. Mine's so organized right now.
You are? I know you're.
Google Drive.
One thing,
Yeah,
Dominic,
Dimple.
before I just got to look the poetry of Rich Rosen. It's a clusterfuck of disaster. Okay.
You like that?
Yeah, fantastic.
Versus a clusterfuck of positivity.
There you go.
Okay. Dominic's
I-
going to tell us about his version of Google Drive. Well, how do you organize it? Since Rich is behind on that, what do you do?
Oh, for everything. I got my agreements in one spot. I got, go to market strategies, content. You want me to show you?
Go ahead.
Hey, while you're pulling that up, does Tom or someone have? I had an old Shrek contract, and I can't find it. Like a retained firm contract from like Spencer Stewart or Hydro Construction.
I got Russell Reynolds and Ogden.
Can you send them to me?
Yeah,
you're the best, dude. And your comment browser thing is awesome. So much better than Chrome.
Oh, dude, fuck, it's amazing.
Did
you the shortcuts they just added to it is awesome. It's dude. Okay, so
you don't have
your
Mac, do you? Sorry, wait. Before you jump to his Drive, you don't have a Max on Comet. You just have the Pro, right? You don't. Do you have the full Comet?
Oh yeah, I have the $20 a month Perplexity.
Yeah.
You signed up for it.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Dom.
Yeah, just so basic stuff in here. Right, so biz dev, agreements, workflows, lead lists, prompts, MPC candidates, marketing, stuff that Tom sends me. Put it right here.
How do you lay it out like this? Show me.
Taxes, recruiting.
Top right.
Up at the top right, you want to
square?
sort it by folders first, right, and then documents, right. So the way that Drive is set up, the folders usually come up first, like a default. So you can see all your folders and then your documents or whatever below that. And then he can organize them much easier, drag and drop.
Okay, but you don't have your candidates here.
He's got
Some
for it.
Well, the candidates are in your applicant tracking system.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And-
Dimple has them uploaded to Drive, and she can search them there. That's got a fantastic search function.
You can directly book it through Google Calendar, no? Whenever you want to schedule a call with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can prepare the resume links, everything. I believe Google Drive is the best.
Okay, but you know what? Here's a question I wanted to ask Donna, but Tom and I were introduced to the idea of document cameras by Tom Chuna, David M. Mars here.
I had no idea what the fuck that was.
Yeah, but what does it do? I mean, like, you show it's like just a lamp that looks at a document and it puts it on your computer, just like you showed, just like Dom showed us his Drive. Is that what it does?
What is that again?
A document camera.
Does it scan papers?
I don't know how it does. I don't know how it works.
It's like, think about a projector, like when
overhead
you were in high school, overhead projector. But it hooks up to your computer and it projects the document onto the screen so you can share your screen with a client or candidate.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be, you don't have to scan the document into your computer in order to show it.
That's my understanding. My understanding is it projects the document to your computer, which I don't understand the concept behind that, because that would mean you'd have he doesn't have the document in his computer, right? He has the paper. I guess if you have paper documents, but who else? I don't have any paper documents on my
Yeah,
desk.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, but with the Apple, you can just scan it right from here and put it right into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't understand that. Like
That's
it's
not
cool.
worth it for me.
And if you had all these paper documents you wanted to show clients, then yeah, you could easily do
Yeah,
that.
he goes
but
over
I don't-
resumes. He goes over resumes by putting them on that.
Sounds like
thing.
an utter waste of absolute time.
Yeah, like why can't he just put the
I don't
resume on
get
the
paper
screen?
resumes.
What?
Everything is email these days, I guess.
No, he actually talks to both his candidates and his clients about the resume, and he shows them the resume that way. I guess you're right. He prints
Honestly,
them out.
the whole thought process is hurting my head, quite frankly. I just find that so stupid.
Hurting your head.
Yeah, it was very. I read through like the reviews, like, oh, these are the best ones to buy. I'm like, why is anyone buying these? I could not for the life of me.
Donna
figure
said she
out
used
what-
it every day.
Why
It-
would you
it's
do
cool.
that? I don't understand. What,
She
if you're
said,
just
as was
doing-
a teacher, she used it for her class.
Oh, as a teacher, yes, you have paper documents for your kids. I'm talking about as a recruiter. How many who here has any paper documents right now they're using?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
None.
That's what I don't understand. Like, does he have a fax machine and a printer? Like, I don't even have any of that.
Well, I got
My
a printer.
clients ask me for hard copies for agreements. Contracts and agreements, my clients ask me for hard copies with my stamp and everything, even though I use DocuSign, Legality, and
That's
other tools
interesting.
like that.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
That's what I send.
Apart from that, no
I don't
other
use
documents.
DocuSign. I use
Hold,
PDF.
hold on a sec. But Dimple, why do you use DocuSign when Google allows you to send those documents with a signature? It's part of Google Workspace. Do you have Google Workspace?
I use that, but I've never used it for signatures. I don't know why.
Okay. I just want to acknowledge something else. I bought my current computer on a tip from Richie Rich. He advised me, and that was years ago. But now with Windows 11 coming, I'm probably going to have to buy a new one because I don't think this computer can handle it properly. So I might go for the Mini. That's why I was asking for a very practical.
So I have a Mac Mini, obviously, but I also have it's an HP Elite. It's the same thing as a PC version of a Mini.
Uh-huh.
It's the exact same size. It's literally sitting on top. My Mini is sitting on top of that HP now. But that thing it's a kick-ass machine, and it was only like $800 or something like that, $700. And then that one's got, I think, 64 gigs of RAM and
Wow.
an i7 chip in it. It's a great computer. That's literally a paperweight right now.
Really? Wow.
If you're here, I would give it to you, but
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's a great computer. I'm using it to keep the door open.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it wasn't the computer's fault, quite frankly. It was just Windows sucks. Personally, Macs are much
Okay.
better.
Okay, what time is it? I'm having so much fun. Okay, it's not as going as fast as Rich came up with something. I'm going to debate this. He said the key interview question is, why did you move? Okay, and he got an answer. He says the B player will blame something at his that company, right? He said the A player will tell you what she learned, what she did right, what she could have done better. She takes ownership. Sounds to me like she's not even answering the question. She's deflecting onto something else. Am I right about that, Rich Rosen?
No, it's a smart answer to a question. Instead of talking shit about your company, it's like, oh, this guy blew, this guy sucked. It said, listen, the culture shifted, this changed, but here's what I learned out of it. I learned how to do this. I got better at this, and this. Much better answer, much more well-rounded, and that is the candidate that will get the job.
Yeah, the follow-up question is, well, hold on a sec, Betty. What do you mean the culture shifted or changed? What's going on there?
Well, everyone knows, like, if you're actually at a real company, you know what the person's saying, but saying it nicely. And if the manager you're interviewing with doesn't really get it and really wants to dig deep into it, one, they're probably a prick, to be honest with you. Like, we can dig in deep, but if the manager's like, no, really, tell me what disaster happened over there. All right. And then that same manager is going to say, oh, this person talked bad about their company. So, it's a nice way to work around saying, hey, this place was a clusterfuck. But if someone has left 3 jobs in a row, or even, oftentimes 2 jobs in a row, and they've pulled nothing of value out of those 2 jobs except that these people were problems. Well, one, then you got to look at their decision-making skills. Why did they choose those jobs? What made them go there? And how did they miss the boat twice?
Okay, you know what? Rich is smarter than me. So in the real world, his answer is, probably right. But in my world, my brain, it's absurd. Okay. He says it's wrong for the interviewer in the client company to ask the candidate, "Oh, what do you mean? Why did you leave?"
No, it's not what I said. It's when
you said it's wrong. He's a prick
No,
if he
I
asks
said it's
that
wrong
question.
if they're going to sit there and try to really pick at the scab when they really know what the answer is, right?
Dom, are you with me or Rich?
I'm
Come
with
on,
me.
please.
I'm
you want me to
definitely
explain?
with what Rich said. I
Oh
look
yeah,
for
he
that
doesn't even know. He doesn't even know what Rich said. He's just saying,
No,
"Oh yeah,
about
listen
the
to Rich."
candidates if they place blame on the manager or whatever. If they don't look inward, I immediately look for that.
Yeah.
Immediately, because it just shows a sign of growth.
Well, what do you mean? Give me your example of what looking inward means.
Like instead of blaming, hey, even if the company sucked, even if the manager was awful, hey, I should have caught that red flag. Maybe my communication, I should have started communicating more with them because I wasn't.
What are they going to say? Accuse themselves? I did a lousy job. Should have been.
They say, listen, listen, I felt like I was bait and switched. I tried to make the best of it. Here's what I accomplished over here. But long term, the product's not where I thought it was going to be, or this isn't what it's going to be. But this is what I gave. At least I put my all into it. Gave to the company.
Okay, so no, what you're saying now is add an extra layer to that, and say here's
that's how you
positives
answer an interview question by turning it into a
Dom, here's what he said that you didn't listen to, okay? And I respect you don't have to listen to everything that we're talking about. But he said if the candidate is out there with at the company and the interviewer says, "Why'd you leave?" Culture shift, but I'm going to tell you what I liked about the company. If then the interviewer goes back and says, "Well, what do you mean by culture shift?" Rich calls that picking at the scab, and he says that's wrong. Only a jerk would do that. Do you agree with him? I don't agree.
He's
having a problem. He's hurting. It's hurting my hair.
No, because it's when you kind of took that slightly out of context, because it's not wrong to ask the question. But if you were just purposely digging in saying, all right, no, really, what didn't you like over here? What happened over there? Did your CEO sleep with your HR lady? I mean, and just put anything uncomfortable? What took place? You know what the guy's saying, and what answer is this guy going to give that's of value?
I'm going to quote you against yourself. The rule: if you can be honest about the past, you're not hiding from the future. Okay. If you can't be honest,
that was very deep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know where you got it from. Okay. I can only guess. But okay. But the point is, Rich, you're saying don't ask the person to be too honest about the past.
No,
that's what you're saying.
Candidates have to be able to answer a question in a diplomatic way. I mean, you and I can ask these candidates the real depth of the question, but if a manager's asking them, "Hey, no, really, give me the skinny. What happened?"
I've never heard it. I've never heard anything like this. David M. Marr, are you with him or me?
I hear it all the time.
Okay.
Everyone is silence and agreement.
Yeah. Okay. Dimple screwed off. She didn't say goodbye. I guess it's supper time over there in Abbottabad or wherever she's living.
So she screwed off.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I think that the interviewer at the company, it's even more important for him or her to dig deep and find out exactly what was wrong, because that's what's going to reveal.
Hang on.
The future.
Let's just make sure we're on the same. I'm not saying, hey, don't ask the question about, hey, what happened over there. I'm saying, listen, when someone gives you the answer, like, oh, it's ethical, this or that. I mean, I don't know. You can only go so deep before you're just like, okay.
I can't stand the naked truth. That's what you're saying.
No,
and
because if the candidate says something bad about the company, then they go put in their little notes, oh, they talk bad about the company.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be a reason for leaving, right?
There's always a reason for leaving. It's usually because the manager sucks. But you can't say that.
Really? Okay. Tom, do you want to support me on this before you know what we're talking about, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
They're just texting each other. We're leaving us out, Animal. It's all right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay. We got another time for, I like this one. We submitted a candidate to our client company. Okay. The candidate, they made an offer, candidate declined, but then they asked the candidate for a referral. The candidate gave them a referral. They called that person, made the offer the same day. The referral accepted, and they're not paying us. What's the solution to that problem? Is there any solution? Is there a problem there? Anybody want to come in on that?
Read that again.
Okay. I send the guy out to you. You make him an offer. He says, no, thanks, Rich. And you say, Billy, before you leave, do you know anybody else who would be good for this job? Billy says, yeah, call Tom. You
I
call
saw
Tom
that, yeah.
and you make him an effort the offer the same day, but it didn't come through me and you're not going to pay me. What do you do?
Yeah.
What
Listen,
should I do? What should I do?
as the recruiter, listen, if your contract doesn't say it, I mean, it's a shitty way to do business, but it happens. for
Does
these
your
companies.
contract say they have to pay you for a referral?
Yeah, it does actually. If I forget how it's worded, but it does have a line in there about it.
Okay, I'll read you what someone else said. Does anybody else want to comment
Yeah, I
on
mean,
this?
The reality is, I mean, trying to actually fight someone on it is not going to happen because they're kind of.
Well, the person said, look, we did all the sourcing. We did all the screening. We put the guy in front of you. And then you got that.
Listen, the recruiter's right. It just sucks. That's one of the shitty parts of this business. It's like when it's like when the client hires your hiring manager, it hires your guy here, then goes to company A, B, and then hires the same guy you gave him over at company A, hires him at company B. Shouldn't you get the fee again for it? Technically, they would have known without you. But you don't.
There's a huge delay there. I mean, that's a little.
Not all the time. Not all the time. I do at Startup Land. My guys turn over a lot.
Okay, so yeah, you place the guy at XYZ company, and then then his manager goes to ABC company and takes your candidate with him. You think you should get paid for that? I don't. Okay.
Why? He just hired him.
He already paid you for him. He paid you for him.
No. Company A paid you, not company B.
He personally paid. Okay, that's the
No,
way
he didn't personally pay. Company A paid, not company B.
Oh yeah, now he's a lawyer. Okay, but listen, listen to this. Okay, here's the contract. The client company agrees not to source other candidates from candidates represented by our firm during the interview process and agrees to pay a fee if you do. This will apply to any hiring occurring within 1 year of the candidate referral date. Do you like that? You guys, Rich screwed off. Anybody?
You're talking about like if I send a candidate to a client, that client sends them somewhere else and they get hired.
No, you send the candidate to the client. The client makes your candidate an offer. Your candidate says no. They say, "Do you know anybody else?" To the candidate, he says yes, and they hire that referral the exact same day. Okay, it came
That's
through
a hard
your
one.
work.
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one for you. I thought for you it would be an open and shut case.
No, because it's one of those things. Like there's so many issues that can happen, right? So are you going to cover
sent
every
that
single
guy?
thing?
You did all the work.
I sent that guy, but I didn't send the other guy, right? I mean, that's a tough one, dude. How do you prepare for stuff like that? It could have been that maybe you didn't do a good job interviewing your candidate. Ask him if he knew anyone else because they were,
You can't
hey,
ask if you know somebody else. You can't ask because
Why?
he's the candidate. He's the candidate.
No, when you're interviewing the candidate, you say, by the way, we have 3 positions open. Do you know anybody else like you?
You do that?
Yeah.
That's a lot, but you're lying to the candidate so you can bring in competition that you get from him or her?
No. Just like in this particular situation, right? This is that is where it would work. It doesn't mean I'm going to go recruit somebody else that he gives me that name and give him competition, but at least I would know who that guy is, right? Okay. And then I might say to him, by the way, we'll get you interviewed first, and then maybe we can get your buddy a job. So he doesn't tell that guy his name.
Okay, so I'm not 100% sure it would short circuit this issue because
You can't short-circuit everything, and you can't put that in an agreement. What are you going to put in an agreement? By the way,
Yeah.
Rose, blah blah blah. If the candidate refers to you another candidate, we get paid.
that's
How
what
are
it
you
said.
gonna put that in agreement?
I just read it to you. If company ABC agrees not to source other candidates from candidates we send you during the interview process. If they do hire somebody referred by our candidate, you have to pay us a fee, and that lasts for a year after we send the guy to you.
Because
No,
I mean,
no.
this sounds like one of those transactional firms. Is the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because if my client hires a good candidate and then 6 months later that candidate recommends someone, I don't expect to fucking be paid.
No. And
No.
if you have a
I would
really
prefer
good
the candidate to
partnership-
call me and say, "Hey, call this guy. We have an opening for this." I would prefer that. And if you have the right relationship, you can get the candidate to do that. But this sounds very transactional in a way to try to cover all their bases.
What is Dominic's trying to say something here?
No, if you have a really good relationship and partnership with that company, they'll be like, "Hey, Dom, vet this guy out for me. Make sure that he's good for me to even waste my time interviewing."
Yeah, I don't think that most clients are that good.
transactional. This is
It's a-
transactional.
yeah.
This is what the fuck is wrong with our industry. Is that people are just shoving resumes down and trying to lock down every angle they can to get fucking paid on work they don't fucking do. You didn't do any fucking work for that. Not a goddamn fucking thing. You want to be paid because someone refers a fucking name? That's the problem, man. God.
I'm 100% disagreeing with you, but I don't know if you can collect on it. That's the issue. Okay. But I think it'll be worthwhile to say, look, you got that through me. Okay. And I think it's worthwhile.
No, they did not fucking get it through you. They did not.
Oh boy.
You don't have to, you don't own that fucking candidate and every person he knows. What the fuck, man? Think about that for a second. You own every candidate that person knows? And you expect to be paid full fee?
I didn't say for a year,
guy?
okay? But yeah, at that interview, yeah, I own his intellectual property, okay? You're getting to access it through me. You would have never known that guy, okay? I got a networking fee that I can charge you, okay?
Yeah, that's
mir.
transactional, bro. That is not relationship building. That's transactional.
Well, I don't think so. Okay, we disagree profoundly. Okay, let me see if there's any quickies that I got here to end the show on. Okay,
Remind you of your
Doug.
wedding
Okay. Well, just the last one. Doug, who actually watches the clips if I put up clips from the show and comments on them on LinkedIn, he said his client company needs somebody. This is the issue is called educational pedigree. They want someone from a top 25 college. First of all, Doug says, who's deciding what the top 25 colleges are? The U.S. News and World Report, some magazine, okay? First of all, that's
I think there's a consensus. I think there's a consensus at Harvard, Yale, the Ivy Leagues.
25? Those are like have a handful.
No, there's and you have like and also it's going to depend on the actual degree you're looking for, but there is a consensus of the top 25 colleges in the U.S.
Okay, I think that's pretty Baltimore easy. Access on. I know another guy. I listen to him on podcasts. He says on. Okay. Okay. So, but here's the question. The real meat of the question. He says, so look, you've got a total industry whiz, like a super candidate who eats the competition, but she comes from Georgetown or the University of Virginia, okay? Or there's lots of other outstanding schools, and you're going to say that she's not a candidate for this job? Okay?
Depends on what they're trying to do.
I guess it would depend.
Depends on what they're trying to do. Maybe they want that person from one of the top 25
Georgetown's
schools. They know
top
who they're
top
connected
30
with.
college. University of Virginia, like there are law firms that only hire people from Harvard or Yale. That's it. That is it.
But what he's saying, what if the person has a great resume, a great track record? Are you going to rule her out because of the school she went to?
In some cases, yeah, because think about it in like a sales, business development side of thing. They want that pedigree. It doesn't fucking matter how good their transcripts are. He has the Ivy League pedigree. He is a Naval Academy graduate. He is a Georgia Tech graduate. It is a pedigree that they're looking for because it's what they want to portray their company as, or how they want to go after people. And when companies, when clients are like, oh yeah, you got Harvard guys, oh that's awesome, you must be fantastic. It's smoke and fucking mirrors is what it is, but it is what it is.
Okay, well, here's what Doug says, and he uses Tom's own kind of language against him. He says this is one of the many reasons why hiring companies can't get out of their own fucking way.
I mean, and that's if they can't find people, it is what it is. But there are companies that specifically say we will only hire people from Harvard and Yale, or only from Princeton, right? Law firms specifically. You see it a lot in law firms.
Okay.
And then that same story. What if you don't have a degree, but you have an amazing fucking pedigree and an amazing track record of success? A company won't hire you because you don't have a degree. It's the same fucking thing.
David and Mar, do you interested in getting in on this for the final comment of the show? No. Okay. Rich has gone off somewhere. He's pursuing something else. I really enjoyed myself. I appreciate everybody sharing their knowledge with little old me.
Love your show.
The recruiting roundtable, or is it the recruiter roundtable?
The recruiter roundtable.
You don't have it up. You usually have it up and behind you for me, okay? The recruiter roundtable, Fridays, that's 12:30 Eastern time. Call in, discuss your problems. 12 o'clock noon every Thursday, that's tomorrow. How do they find you? Is it the quotakiller.com now?
No, I just put it back to Dominic Miami.
Dominic Miami. Look at the spelling. Go there on YouTube and you can watch it. How do they join, though, Dominic, if they want to come in and ask you a question? How do they join?
I'll post in the Facebook groups, and then anybody can.
Oh,
ask
yeah,
a
right.
question there.
Yeah. Recruiters Online, my
It's an
group,
open link. It's an open link.
There's a
Yeah.
link there. Okay.
Dom,
Okay.
you might want to consider making it a shorter link, like Dom's something. That
Like
way,
quotakiller.com. Spend
Hockey
30
Dom.
bucks, okay?
Hockey Dom.
I'll
David.
buy it for you if you use it. I used to buy URLs for the regulars, but they never used them. If you need it, I'll
Which is
spend the 30
insane.
bucks.
Like
I have
that.
1,000. I just got to go.
Yeah, I
and do
know.
it.
It's on the
Yeah,
same way with URLs.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 1 million. I just got to go and do it.
Yeah. Okay. His show, okay, is on Thursdays at 12:30. If you look at Recruiters Online, you'll find the link. But Tom has two other shows as well. One was last night, Ask a Recruiter, and one is on only the third Thursday of every month. But if you go to therecruiterroundtable.com, you'll find all about it. Thank you, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye. You remember him?